What's up, guys? Coach Nate here from The Running Experience with special guest Coach Mike Olszynski, who is also happens to be one of my training partners. Today we're going to talk about how to run a fast 5K. Mike is going to serve up some of his favorite go-to workouts. Mike, I'm ready to see these things. You ready?
Let's do it.
So guys, before we dive in, let me tell you a little bit about Mike. Mike has been a triathlon and running coach for years. He cut his teeth working at Purple Patch Fitness. We are training partners occasionally when I can try to keep up with him. And he is all now putting out articles online with Men's Health.
Yeah, Men's Health, Men's Journal.
Just recently.
Super proud of it.
Yeah, sharing a bunch of great tips out there. So we want to get into what some of those things would be for a 5K. Now we've got three main workouts that we want to talk about today. What's the first workout?
So first thing is highly important and kind of sets up everything. It is learning how to run at an easy effort, right? So we have easy, strong, and hard workouts, but realizing that if we don't have these easy sessions, we're pretty much shooting ourselves in the foot for some of the oncoming hard or stronger work.
So it's interesting, this almost feels like a little bait and switch because we're talking about how to run a fast 5K and then you're telling us that we need to run easy in the beginning. So what physiologically is happening to the body in those easy efforts, and why is that so important?
You gotta run slow to run fast. And a lot of people overlook this concept, but there is a heavy benefit to that. Like, so we have muscles, tendons, and ligaments that are very important to the way that we run. And even on an easy run, we're working at around 80 to 90 steps per minute, and our muscles and our tendons really feel that.
Yeah.
So it's providing this light and absorbable stimulus that we can kind of take on. We adapt to it very quickly, and it kind of charges us to go ahead and forward and hit a bigger, harder workout in 24-hour period or something.
That's great. So if we skip that easy part, we're not well set up for the harder sessions to come. How do I know I'm in that easy zone?
Yeah, the best way that I've found, and I've played with a lot of different techniques in getting here, is really just thinking your breathing and ventilation. So I call easy efforts a conversational effort. So like similar to how you and I are right now, or if we're on a chill Wednesday morning run, enjoying the sunshine, enjoying the scenery, having conversation, I would put that in the easy bucket. You know, we're not labored, we're not losing sentences because we're breathing too heavy. You know, our heart rate is pretty steady and under control, even though it might fluctuate a little bit.
Sure. Which
is why I wouldn't really want to call it a heart rate zone. It's more of a feeling, it's more of a ventilation.
Yeah.
And while this is all happening, you know, our aerobic system is working, the cardiopulmonary relationship is happening, so it's getting stronger, it's developing, and again, a springboard for future workouts.
For the workouts
it's good stuff.
Which is exactly what we're going to get to in that next clip. So we've laid a strong foundation in this efficient running system in the first style of workouts. But now we need to start to get ourselves ready for the grittiness that is the 5K.
Yeah.
So what do you got for us, Mike?
Well, the 5K is a highly overlooked run and race, I think. And it is tough. It is gritty, and it requires a lot of strength, all right? Physical, mental, emotional, whatever you want to look at. So I funny enough, what you said in the beginning, a strong foundation. The word I actually use in the middle of hard and easy is strong running, all right? And a lot of coaches, a lot of runners have probably heard the term like threshold efforts. I think it'd probably be closest to that with a little bit of leeway,
So what are some examples of this strong threshold effort that runners should be doing, and how does it really benefit them?
So the way I would classify this would be breathless, right? This is a run that if easy is having a conversation, hard or strong is you're losing your breath. Right? You couldn't maintain a conversation. A good way to test it that I like in the beginning, which you can then make some progressions from, is just saying, I'm gonna run 2 times 8 minutes on the edge of losing my breath. All right, with about 3 to 4 minutes in between. All right, so, and then once you can find what that effort is, find that pace or that speed, you can make progressions. You can do 3 times 8, you can do back to 2 times 10, you can do all the way up to 3 times 10, which might be an advanced one. But yeah, there's some good ideas
so
on
starting with 2 times 8, then working up to 2 times 10 movement, 10 minutes, and then going to 3 by 8 minutes, and then potentially all the way up to 3 by 10, kind of at this breathless state. Now, this isn't at my actual 5K training speed. This might be a little bit slower.
Right, it'd be a little bit slower because we're not at race effort, and you know, your 5K, you're pretty much putting it all on the line. The strong/strength component when related to running is highly important. It's very postural. So in this run, you want to be highly focused on your form, on good spinal posture, on a good lean, good momentum, all the things that you're going to want to carry with you when you go and race. You know, and then with that little bit of breathlessness, you'll start to feel a little breakdown in your form. You'll feel a little bit of burning in the body, which is great.
But you
that's
can
what we're
still
going for.
control it a little bit.
You can still control it.
That's
and
awesome.
you can still back away. You can still back away to make sure your form is good. Whereas in the race, you might just give it a little bit.
Get kicked off the back of the bus or
might
whatever.
Who
knows what's going to happen. So in this third one, we're going to talk about that hard effort and what that looks like. So we've saved the best for last. We've laid that foundation with that aerobic work. We've started to develop that running strength and that stamina. What do we got next, Mike?
Well, you know, the glory runs, the hard efforts, and very simply,
the Strava runs, the ones
Strava
you want
runs,
to post,
the trophies, the stars, all the good stuff. But I mean, when I describe it to my athletes or my comrades, it's just hard effort. And again, this doesn't exist without the easy. It doesn't exist without the strong. So for someone who's just getting into it, it is important to work their way up to hard effort. But this is also known as anaerobic. You're definitely breathless in this one, and you're training a speed faster than you think you can run for 5K pace.
That's cool. So what are some examples of workouts? I think before you were talking about doing this on different terrain.
Yeah, absolutely. The terrain is great. So changing and being okay with varying your terrain a bunch is huge. So I would have someone start their hard workouts uphill. All right, I think that's really important. It's great for your form. It's free fitness, a little bit less stress on the body via impact. So I always start people running up hills, especially if it's early in the year. Example would be like 6 times a minute at a hard effort uphill with a light jog down, hopefully a little more rest than work. So maybe you're jogging down with 1.5 minutes or 2 minutes.
Right, so you're really getting that like quality, strong, hard effort all the way up to the top. And then you could progress that off of the hills and more onto the flat. So what would that look like?
Absolutely. That's a great way to do it. Like I love coming from some good incline running to then flat running. So we go from a bit of strength into speed. You could do a very similar session on a flat, like either using the track like we got here or like a flat piece of trail. You would do 6 times a 400 out here or 6 times a minute on a flat section that you could do double the rest. So 1 to 2 work to rest ratio is pretty good. And there's a lot of room to progress from there. Either you're doing it faster, you could knock down the rest a little bit if that's what you're working towards, or you can always add reps.
Get those in there too. That's awesome. So the balance of these 3 workouts, that's really going to set me up well to run a fast 5K.
Yeah. And you know, the last piece I will say is that it's important in these ones to just get comfortable being uncomfortable. I think the 5K is the epitome of sitting in the range of uncomfortable.
Yeah,
right?
just where you're just suffering.
Yep, and even just from doing one recently, like you have to be ready to start pretty hard. You have to be ready to start out fast and then just sit in this danger zone. So that's what this training is doing for us, is just getting us ready to take on such an effort.
I love it. Well, let's do it, Mike. Let's go run a 5K. I'm ready. I'm all excited. You got me fired
Jazzed up. I'm jazzed. Yeah. Oh boy.
Thanks, buddy.
Yes.
We have to stay nice and close. Nice and close.
Testing. This is Mike.
Mike, what'd you have for breakfast?
Coffee.
Coffee, a liquid diet of
And a
champions.
protein shake.
Just kind of jiggle your butt a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, the glutes. Guys, thanks for, don't say guys. Say that again.
Some of the best triathletes out there that he's worked with. Hey guys, super stoked. Wait, now I'm just like starting the video over again. This is just not even. Let me tell you a little bit about Mike here. Mike.
Awesome. Well, if you like this today, be sure to look down below, hit that like button.
And of course, if you have any comments or questions about today's workouts, drop those down below. Any requests for future videos, we always love to hear what you guys have to say. And of course, subscribe to our channel, guys. We have new videos coming out each and every week, including more with this guy right here. It's gonna be super sweet. And last thing, guys, if you want 2 weeks of free training from us on how to be a better runner, on how to move more strongly, on how to keep those injuries at bay, we'll sign up for a free 2-week program in the description below the video. You get sent to a page, you drop your name and your email, and you'll be able to get access to that program, guys. We're gonna keep filming. We'll see you in the next one.